Overthinking doesn't make you smart. It makes you stuck. Let's be honest. Most people who say they're thinking deeply are actually avoiding action. They replay conversations. They analyze every possible outcome. They wait for certainty that never comes. And they call it intelligence. From a Stoic perspective, this isn't wisdom. It's fear wearing a clean shirt. We live in a world addicted to information. More options, more opinions, more scenarios. So the mind keeps spinning. You think more thinking will protect you. You think analysis will prevent regret. You think if you just plan enough, nothing will go wrong. But here's the brutal truth. Overthinking doesn't reduce risk. It delays life. I've seen this pattern in my own life. Moments where I didn't fail. I just never moved. No rejection, no loss, no progress. Just paralysis. From a Stoic perspective, overthinking is not curiosity. It's fear of outcome. Fear of looking foolish. Fear of choosing wrong. Fear of discomfort. So the mind creates an illusion of control. If I think long enough, I won't suffer. But Marcus Aurelius warned against this exact trap. Not with soft words, but with clarity. You are not harmed by events. You are harmed by your judgment of them. Overthinking is judgment overload. Action removes the fog. Thinking feeds it. Here is what overthinking actually produces. No decisions, no momentum, no self-trust. You stop trusting action. You start trusting speculation. And slowly, without noticing, you train yourself to hesitate. The Stoics didn't admire hesitation. They respected measured action. Not reckless behavior, not emotional impulses, but decisive movement within control. The Stoics made one distinction that modern men forget. You control effort. You do not control outcome. Overthinking tries to control the outcome before acting. Stoicism says, act correctly, then release the result. Epictetus was clear about this. Do what is yours to do. Let go of what is not. Overthinking is refusing to let go. I've watched capable men stall their own lives. They want to change careers. They wait for perfect timing. They want to speak honestly. They rehearse conversations for months. They want to build something meaningful. They keep researching instead of starting. Nothing collapses. Nothing explodes. They just stay where they are. Safe, comfortable, unfulfilled. Stoicism calls this misplaced focus. Here's the reframe. Thinking is preparation. Action is proof. If thinking doesn't lead to action, it's no longer useful. The Stoics believed clarity comes after movement, not before. You step forward, reality responds, then you adjust. Not the other way around. One Stoic rule I live by. If a decision is reversible, you don't need extended thinking. Set a timer. 10 minutes. 30 minutes. One day at most. Decide. Move. Overthinking thrives in open-ended time. Discipline closes the door. Stop asking, what if this goes wrong? Ask instead, what is the next controlled action? Not the full plan. Not the perfect strategy. Just the next step you can execute cleanly. Stoicism is not about big dramatic moves. It's about small, correct actions done consistently. Overthinking exists to avoid discomfort. But the Stoics trained for discomfort on purpose. They understood something modern culture ignores. Avoided discomfort compounds. Chosen discomfort strengthens. Action feels heavy at first. Overthinking feels light until months pass. Until regret sets in. Confidence doesn't come from certainty. It comes from surviving your own decisions. Every time you act and adapt, you teach yourself something important. I can handle reality. Overthinking teaches the opposite. I can only function in my head. The Stoics would never call that strength. Here's the calm truth, without drama. Life does not reward perfect thinkers. It respects disciplined actors, not loud, not impulsive, not aggressive, but consistent, grounded, responsible. Overthinking is not depth. Depth shows up in execution. You don't need more analysis. You need fewer negotiations with fear. Think briefly, act deliberately, adjust calmly. That is Stoic strength. If this helped you see overthinking more clearly, subscribe for more Stoic self-mastery content. Not motivation, not noise, just calm control, practice daily. Stay steady.